the very beautiful, famous Mont Blanc hike through France, Italy, and Switzerland. It's a beautiful hike. It's only 170 kilometers long and 105 miles through the beautiful Alps. Now I'm going to make it a little bit more real for us. I'm going to ask Tim Hahn, probably one of the fittest guys I know, to come and join me in the front here. You can welcome him. Tim runs marathons. He can run to Run Point and back in his sleep. And so he is very, very fit for this particular hike. He's even doing it in his flip-flops. But now Tim's going to do something very strange as he begins this 105-mile hike through the Alps. Every time he thinks of someone that he is angry with, he is going to put a stone in his backpack. Every time he thinks of someone who has lied to him or done something bad to him, who's gossiped about him, he puts another rock in his backpack. And at first, one or two rocks is not going to do anything. He's happy, he's seeing the beautiful scenery, it's wonderful. But then he begins replaying conversations that he's had. That's a big one. Conversations that he's had with them. He replays them over and over again. And then he starts, imagining conversations, what he would say to them and what they would say back and how he would say and how he would counter, and so he puts more rocks in his backpack. And on it goes. And eventually, Timo is so stooped over in this hike. And at first he just felt the weight on his shoulders, but now his back is starting to creak with the pain. And not just his back, his knees are beginning to creak with pain. Worse than all of that, he is so angry now. Because he spent so much money to come on this hike. He spent the rest of his days of leave to come on this hike. And all he can see is the ground beneath him and his bootstraps. Because he is so stooped over with the weight, with all of this weight. Thanks to Mika. Now you're thinking, well, Jason, that's probably the silliest sermon illustration that you've ever used, because no one would ever do that, right? And no matter what hike you're going on, you're not going to go and pick up rocks and put them in your backpack. Even if you're going to walk along 7 Mile Beach, you're not going to do that. You're just going to look at the rocks. And so, yes, physically it makes no sense. But spiritually, that is what we are doing when it comes to unforgiveness.